Hello, welcome to my video. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and a new year, and hope you all got what you wished for. We're going to talk about something very close to my heart, which is bullying. I've seen bullying from quite a few different aspects, you could say. I've been bullied myself as a child because I was quite a overweight kid. I've seen bullying close up. Best friends have been bullied, friends have been bullied, family members have been bullied. It's gone to extreme with some of my family members and friends where they've even started harming themselves, or they've took their own life because it's gone to the extreme where they can't take it no more. But what really got this me to do the video was that I was reading an article on Facebook last night about a guy, a young guy, 14-year-old. He was an overweight kid like me. He got bullied at school, started self-harming and stuff like that. Just take pain away. It's like because they get into your head, psychological. It's like I've worked with kids that self-harmed. I know. I've been quite close with quite a few people that self-harmed. They told me that it's just a thing to give satisfaction, that the bullies aren't giving them the most pain in their life. I don't know. I've never done it. And the sad thing is that this kid started self-harming. He like took it up that he had to self-harm so that the bullies weren't causing the most pain in his life. Carried on, he reported it to schools and stuff like that, and that the kid later on, the bullying carried on, the kid later on committed suicide, which is quite sad. It's not nice for anybody to lose their life, especially for somebody to take their life. But especially a kid that's not even lived his life at age 14. It's quite tragic. But yeah, I think it's totally wrong, bullying. It's as me being on, as when I was a kid, when I was quite overweight, people used to try and bully me. First they bullied me, and thing is, what I learnt in life is you can have these popular kids and the non-popular kids, your nerds and your geeks, or you freaks and you weirdos, or whatever people get called. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what group you fit into. What I want to express is people's always going to have problems with you, no matter what. People's always going to try and bully you, and from what I'd say is, I personally think it comes from the bullies being low self-esteem, that they haven't got no self-confidence themselves, and they have to bully people to make them feel better about themselves. I've spoke to bullies, I've worked with bullies. When I were boxing, we did a boxing scheme for fighting against bullying and stuff like that, and we spoke to a couple of bullies and we spoke to people who've been bullied. It's just like, people need to realise that bullying is for people who's weak-minded, that needs to make themselves feel better. They need to get the confidence up by bullying somebody who's weaker than them. They're not strong themselves. A lot of people think bullies are strong. Bullies really aren't strong, believe me. I've fought many of my bullies. I've never once come off worse. Like I say, I'll talk to you about my experience in bullying. Year 7, maybe, where you might call it middle school or somewhere in America or whatever. Basically, when you're like age 11, 12, and you go into not the kids' school, the way from 11, 16. I was quite heavy. I was probably think I was about 21.5 stone. I got bullied quite a lot because of my weight, and yeah, it got to me. But then it come to a point where it come to two things: either they break me or make me. But I decided for it to make me. Which was a good thing, because I stood up against the bullies, and the bullies stopped. You stand up to a bully and you show you're not afraid. He can't bully you, so he stops. And that's one thing I encourage people to do. When either if you see bullying or you're getting bullied yourself, just stand up to them. See it this way, how I see it from past experience. If they hit you. Pain's temporary, but they'll leave you alone after they hit you. Just stand up to them. I'm not encouraging fighting, but if it gets to the point, defend yourself. But as I was saying, also getting bullied sort of can motivate you to do things. With me, it motivated me to get into a sport. I did jiu-jitsu, what I loved. I got my black belt. I got student of the year. I got third place medal in Katsun Waza, which is like submission fighting. Then I wanted to lose a bit more weight. I went into boxing, which runs through my family. I started boxing, managed to compete, won some nice trophies and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. It's a good experience what I've had in my life. It made me to the guy that I am. So this is like a message for people who get bullied. If you do watch it, don't let the bully get the satisfaction of bullying you and thinking that they're winning and they're breaking you down. Because it's alright being physically strong, what mainly bullies are. But if you're mentally strong and you can outdo the bully mentally instead of physically, prove that he ain't bothering you. You know what? You turn around and like, oh, you're a fat bastard. So what? You know what I mean? You might be fat. I'm fat. I was fat still. But you can do something about it. So don't let it affect you. You know, if you're feeling lonely, say you're getting bullied and you feeling lonely, and you go home, and all you want to do is cry, just have a little cry, lay it out. You know, you can talk to friends if you feel as if you haven't got no friends. There's always like things like videos like this, what I'm doing, what you can watch. There's always things like groups what you can contact, talk about your problems, to feel like you've got somebody to talk to. I hate the fact that bullying happens. It's part of human nature. We'll never ever be able to change it. I did a lot of anti-bullying causes and everything like that, but it's just, it'll never stop. But I want to encourage people, whereas if they see some bullying happening, before it gets tragic, like the kid where he started self-harming or took his life, you know, to just basically stand up for him, whether you're scared or it goes to a thing called fight or flight. You either run or you stand and fight. You confront them, stand up to a bully. 9 times out of 10, a bully will not stand up to you and will not react if you stand back up to the bully. Believe me, I've been there. I've had it all done to me. I've had countless things done to me through sort of like people trying to bully me. I stood up for myself. I started fighting back, and now when the bullies see me, they change their attitude and they're totally different to me, and they talk as if they're my friend. So, like I say, it's just a quick message. Whereas, if you ever see any bullying happening, whether it's to a friend, somebody, even if it's somebody you don't like, but you do think it's still wrong, jump in and stop it before it goes too wrong, because you don't want to think that, oh, I should have said something when this young kid took his life. It's not nice. Nobody wants to lose their life. Nobody wants to feel like they're not wanted. All these popular groups and all that shouldn't exist. people should all just get on. And yeah, this is just my quick video about bullying. I think it's wrong, and I really do think that people should stand up to bullies. I've got some more videos coming about life, just different vlogs, so if you're interested in watching, like and subscribe. Thank you.